to another episode of the Flappcast, Behind the Funny. Woo! Thank you for joining us. Cheers.
Woo!
So, all right, you guys, we're moving into some phases. As you know, California is reopening more businesses. But of course, Flappers is in LA County, so we are not part of California, obviously. We're just our own little state. Everyone else is moving into phase 3. LA County is in phase 3 years from opening. That's what I know. Granted, you know, LA does have a lot more reported cases, but that's because we have 10 million people all living literally within 7 square blocks of each other. But, you know, also, we're going to talk a lot about phases today. Also, though, Trump, you know, got in trouble for the tweet. He's cracking down on social media, all the social media platforms. He's saying that, I guess, Twitter doesn't respect or restrict right-wing freedom of speech. Well, if that were true, I don't think he would have been elected. Or should I say re-elected? Oh. All right, I got mumbles on that one. All right, let's get back to our phases. Today we're going to face our phases. I need to know from my exciting co-host and my dysfunctional view, we have Joshua Snyder here, our book of flappers, Laura Hayden, and physical therapist, and of course, the amazing Moom Abides, Paul Moom Jean, our site director for Flappers University.
Hello.
So, how are we going to open this comedy club, you guys? We've got to make some changes.
Well, I read that there's this place in Sweden where they're doing a restaurant for one. And somebody just sits in someone's backyard and they give them the food via a wire from the kitchen and they swing a picnic basket over. So my pitch is I think we should do a comedy club for one where the comedian comes in, they order 2 items, and then they tell their own jokes for an hour. That's my pitch.
I would say that, you know, LA and California, the big issue is they don't want to have live entertainment. So we just sell it as dead entertainment. And then there's no problem. We just sell it as dead.
So this is some true shit.
That's called Second Show Friday.
Our secret special guest is chiming in. We'll get to you. What's really weird is I have a lot of friends who own clubs all over the country, and our special guest today is going to definitely have some info on this club stuff. But in Canada, Edmonton, there's a street of a lot of restaurants, a famous street called Burbank Street, and one comedy club. They let all the restaurants open at 50%, but the comedy club could only open at 25%. So the problem.
Finally, I'm going to sell out.
Yeah, well, a sellout is 5 people. Yeah.
I know, I can sell that out.
Standing room only.
I'm going to sell out a bunch of shows for you, Barbara.
By the way, which Bourbon Street came first? Because did they steal that from the New Orleans Bourbon Street, or that issue right there?
I will look it up.
So the issue that I wanted to talk about today is like the very nature of comedy. What we're doing is we cause people to actually spew and spit when they're laughing. I mean, laughter is exhaling and smiling and spewing and spitting and breathing and exhaling and inhaling. It's like everything that we're not supposed to do. I mean, even the masks are holding us back from smiling. So what kind of comedy club experience is that?
We can only accept depressed people in the audience. Maybe that's how.
Perfect. Okay, we take a test, like a Rorschach test before we bring people in.
Right.
Laura, do you have any comments on this?
I was looking up which Bourbon Street came first because, you know, I'm all about the research.
Oh, don't be cheating, because we're going to go into phases. I'm going to ask you guys.
Well, no, I was going to answer because Josh asked this earlier. He asked last week, and so I have to find out, because I feel like as a professional researcher and trivia nerd, I have to find out for Josh. I must find these things out for Josh. Because I know
Okay.
he's not sleeping at night if I don't find out which bird came first.
That's true. This is all I have.
Literally all he has. Hey, so listen, you guys, we have really, I'm so honored today to invite, to have on some very special friends and talented comedians who are joining us tonight. We have Rachel Bradley, who just finished her own comedy special called Alpha Chick. And of course, her husband and fellow comedian who had his own show called Titus. He has a podcast called The Armageddon Update, and he's currently on his 9th comedy special. Please welcome Rachel Bradley and Christopher Titus. Woo!
Hello, everybody. Hi. I am Rachel Bradley's husband.
Yay!
That's how I like to be. That's how I like to be thought of.
Thanks for introducing the little man second, Barb. I appreciate
I also
that.
want to say that I think Josh's idea of zip line comedy would be awesome. A comic swings in through the kitchen, yells jokes at the audience, and then shoots out the other side. You know, by the way, you wouldn't have to use the light. You could actually just send comics through. How many comics on tonight? 400. We're going to do 430 minutes. That would be awesome. And
Titus,
just one at a time, just whipping them through.
we call that the Yoo-Hoo room.
I've been there. I think for sure.
We all have.
Yes, we have.
We are
We've all
the.
done time there.
Hey, I figured if we have a problem with capacity, all we have to do is make the Yoo-Hoo room a gun shop and the main room a church.
There you go. You got essential
Sometimes
businesses. Essential businesses. I am so in.
I've seen comics make it as quiet as a church. It's okay.
I also think what Barb was saying earlier is that maybe we should start booking people on how many people they infect. Because if we're on stage and you're really killing, you're really killing. I mean, if you're like you just blow the room out, people are hysterical. 15 days later, you go, hey, 35 people died that show. I want more money next time.
Killed.
I like it. You're bringing back natural selection, Christopher,
Exactly.
which we need.
We just send everybody comes to Flappers who we need to take care of, if you know what I'm saying.
This place, we can go hear some jokes. Don't worry about it. Nah, we're friends. Come with me. No, I'm wearing a mask because I don't want to get you sick. You don't need to wear one.
That'll be the comedy club version of Soylent Green for those of you who.
It's really crazy. Like during this time, you never thought about like that our careers are dependent on droplets, right? Like us and porn stars.
I
But
know.
even
I think
But
about
even the porn stars can still work. I mean, only the orgies of 11 or more is turned down.
Really? Yeah, but they're going to be renaming a lot of sexual positions. Like, can you imagine? What would they be called in the COVID time?
It's still called doggy style.
Yeah.
And the
There's just more bleach wipes involved now.
And stinging.
Yeah, a lot of stinging.
and a lot of 6-foot penises.
But here's my question though. Here's my question. I was reading an article. They're studying how sex workers are dealing with this, and what they're saying is, well, you can still have. I think Pete Davidson was talking about this on SNL too. So I tied all my sources. You can still have sex, but you can't kiss. Is the virus not transmitted through bodily fluid? Is that how this works?
It is actually transferable through farting too. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. That's not a joke.
No, the article says
says
aerosolized feces.
Aerosolized feces. So, which by the way, so there's certain people with porn kinks that involve flatulence that are really going to be hurting in the next year and a half.
What are you?
Did you want to name
Wait,
them?
until we get a vaccine. You got to hold it in.
By the way, Aerosolized Feces is an 80s band that I really recommend you guys check out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome aerosolized feces.
Good to have you people. Sorry about the smell.
All we know about the
They opened for Ozzy Osbourne.
all we know about the coronavirus, if it cannot go through sex, but only through kissing, is that it's not a romantic at heart.
Hey, by the way, we got some comments already. We've got
Yeah,
some.
we're live on Facebook. So.
Yeah.
Yay!
We got some people watching from South Africa. And,
Oh, I have friends there.
Africa, it's good to have you on.
I have
and
friends in South Africa.
oh yeah, you do. Oh, and we've got someone saying Laura is the most fun to listen to. So I guess fuck the rest of us.
Yeah.
I think Laura wrote that comment.
Great news
I
about South
gotta
Africa.
promote myself somehow. I'm single, Paul. I'm single, and I don't have the Bumble following that you have.
Oh, I got off.
I know you don't have. I don't have your skills on Bumble.
That's right. No one does.
Wait, Titus was about to speak. Let Titus speak.
No, I don't want to interrupt. I was just
He
saying.
was asking what Bumble was.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't
good. Very good that you asked that. Since you
Well
are,
done, Titus.
how is quarantine being married? I mean, look, we're all single here, and you guys are a couple, and a gorgeous, attractive, amazing, funny couple. But are you? Tell me about it.
Like you, Barb, Rachel is drinking coffee with scotch in it all the time.
Oh, yes.
I'm actually drinking scotch with a whisper of coffee.
Nice.
Good.
We actually, it's weird. I was honestly frightened about it at first because I thought, oh my God, we already travel together to do comedy. So, but I thought, when that happens, we can go other places when we get home. And we've been together, and I have by far met my best friend. This is the best woman in the world. We are closer than ever, at least on my end. You gotta say something now. Now you gotta say something.
It's really amazing and beautiful, and we get to know each other so well. We're never apart.
And our smells better now.
I noticed he started with the farting, so that might, must be
Listen,
something.
she may have made it up to get me to stop acting the way I was acting in the house. Hey, you can get that with aerosolized fees. Oh, really? I guess I'll stop then.
It's a bad time to go vegan.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
We all thought storing up on beans was a good idea. Turns out, no.
have you guys been doing any? I know you had a special. I watched it on May, or you.
Special is not the word for that, but we did a performance of some
Let
sort.
me answer this. So here at Combustion Studios, yes, we did another show with Josh Wolf last Saturday. It was awesome. We have a big music act that we can't say yet coming up, and what we're doing is we're live streaming from the studio, 3 cameras, so it's like watching a real special, not
like a broadcast TV show. Yeah. Not exactly streaming at your computer in a room to other people. So we've been putting on shows as we're all trying to hustle and get through this, and selling tickets online, and it's going all right. It's going all right. If you have anybody that wants to come in and do a show, and you think you can sell some tickets, we'll hook up the Eventbrite and we'll get it going. Ask her though. She's boring into my head right now, and I can feel it. So talk to Ray.
So you know what they're saying? Production can open sooner, but actors have to stay 6 feet apart. What is that like? How is that like?
Well, that means they can't do any sex scenes and they can't do any fight scenes. So my question is, what happens to HBO? I think that just killed.
We're back to British TV.
Yeah, exactly. It's all British baking show from here on out.
Or the dog show.
Right.
Everything needs to be rewritten, right? It's like there's going to be a whole new genre of writing for this, I suppose, right?
You could do supernatural sex scenes like Ghost, she can make pottery while he hovers above her. Right?
Sex with an avatar.
Totally.
Oh, you know what they'll do?
Foreshadowing.
They'll go to Industrial Light and Magic, and they'll fix it in post. So they'll shoot. Each person will be in a different room, and then generate it.
That's weird. Just a lot of this going on, and then they just match you with somebody else. That's bizarre. There's a bunch of vomiting special effects guys. Oh, this is so creepy. I think that we are in trouble, guys, for a little while. The vaccine, everyone keeps telling me vaccines on Thursday, and then we're saying vaccines in 2022. So I don't know. As long as you keep doing that, Barb, I think we're awesome. Keep pounding that alcohol. That always works. It's got us this far.
Hey, it's virtual. It's not real.
Yeah,
It's fake. It's
That
totally
might be the
virtual.
vaccine, actually.
That might be the vaccine. Yeah, we haven't
Hey, I haven't been sick like for a second, like not even a sniffle. So something's working. Maybe it's the lack of comics around me.
You actually don't remember a second at all since this started.
Thank God.
Well, it's about time it's killing all the sickness in your body instead of just your liver now. That's good.
Yeah, Paul and I actually have discussions on how much did you actually, I notice he's downing the water. Good job, Paul.
Yeah, I've been hungover since March 17th.
So we like to play some quarantine games in our Flappcast. Are you guys game?
Is that how you say it? Quarantine.
Quarantine game.
Okay, I'm in. Go.
We don't have any fancy buzzers or anything, like.
I have a bell, right? I have a bell today.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yay.
And we ask our Facebook fans to tell us, who we have little mini. There's no real competition. Everybody's a winner. But if somebody comes
Bullshit. I'm out for blood.
Okay, yeah, because we can't actually give you a prize right now. We can't hand it to you.
Good thing Bill Dwyer is in here to rein us in on the rules and the prizes situation this week.
Love Bill Dwyer.
So we were just envisioning, we did this a couple weeks ago, but we had so many ideas after we had to do it again. We were thinking how all the movie titles are going to be renamed based on, the COVID-19. So, for example, Shawshank Redemption, I think it should be called Shots Drank Redemption.
Yeah. Why do I sense a lot of yours are going to have to do with alcohol, Barb?
You know it, man. You know it. And comedy club owners aren't supposed to reveal that they drink, right? But that's only when people are in the club.
Ha.
So.
Well, none of the other comedy club owners got that memo, so that's the only way to get through owning a comedy club.
Good. So Airplane, Airplane? I think they're gonna rename that one Lockdown.
Yeah.
Just ghost run. And Casablanca? No, it's Stuck in My Casa Blanca.
Wow. The nod helped that so much, Barb. It was not Stuck in My Casa Blanca. It was the nod. You pulled that with the nod, 100%.
Thank you. Hey, what do you got? What do you two got?
I think the movie Outbreak should switch titles and become Reality Bites.
Fight Club is Fight for Toilet Paper Club, and that's it. And that was the other one. Oh, 4 weddings and 100,000 funerals. That's my next one.
Oh, darn, I love
I'm
it.
still me, damn it.
Very solid.
Give him this one.
The Stand, Stephen King's The Stand will now be called the Lie in Bed in Your Pajamas Until You Have to Get Up to Pee.
Oh, love it. Josh, did you have a new one this week?
Zoom with a View.
I love that one. One of my favorite movies. Thanks, Josh.
Paul, did you have a new one this week?
Instead of the Will Smith film 6 Degrees of Separation, 6 Feet of Separation.
Oh, easy, good.
And also based on how people drive in LA, I think the next Vin Diesel movie should be The Fast and Furious on the 405.
The Slow and the Furious. Jeez.
How about Remains of the Day, or maybe it's Night?
Oh no, just
You're
Remains.
picking all my favorites.
Just Remains.
So you guys took a deeper hole.
You're picking all my favorites, Josh. You're trying to sweet talk me with those Merchant Ivory movies. Good for you. I was thinking about Josh. I was like, the Corona Strikes Back.
Oh.
Right.
Jojo COVID.
Wow. That's so fun.
Oh my God, there's so many.
Ford versus Corona.
Ooh, why not? You went with Ford, you couldn't put Ferrari in there, huh?
I feel like Fight Club could also be married during coronavirus.
Yeah.
Switch titles again?
It's not a club. It's not a club.
It's a club.
No, we're forced into it.
It's a club.
That's not a club. You just keep
Join the club.
You're just wrong a lot.
We are right now watching the movie get filmed. That's what we just watched.
This is the movie. There it is.
By the way, Josh, New Orleans, Bourbon Street was first, just so you know.
That's what I figured. So they're totally posing up there.
They're
And the
posing
Canadian-
Canada's a ripping it off America again. We ripped off from the French.
Yeah, but the Canadians gave every business owner and every employee $2,000 a month per person, no matter what the income level or what. Just everybody got the money.
So nobody in Canada is ever going back to work.
Can't wait.
Titus is fuming on this one, I see, or something. I don't know. Okay.
You know, you don't want me to get cranked up. I came here to
I
be.
know.
You want to hear some anger? Go
Yes.
to the podcast today. There's one we did on what happened to this cop doing what he did the other day. But we're not going to do that on your little podcast. We're not going to do that. We are not going to do that on the Flappers podcast because you're so cute, Barb. You're super
So cute, so cute. I'm actually
alcoholic. You're an alcoholic like teddy bear. It's pretty cute.
I'm an alcoholic teddy bear. Oh my
You
god.
really are.
He's the female Ted.
Yes.
Like a Smurf that needs AA.
I'm actually in the real Flappers right now.
I know. We can.
Yeah,
see the
we
sign.
could tell by the
Yeah.
giant sign behind your head that says Flappers.
Yeah.
No, but look at Paul's background. Paul's got the fake background, and
Oh.
This is how movies of the future will be made, just with fake.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is how John Favreau literally made The Lion King. Okay, this they did it. Okay.
all right, I'm not sipping any more wine now because you made me super paranoid.
Barb, we like
Whatever.
you like this. We like you like this.
Yes, yes. Any fashion advice or shoe advice for me while you're here?
Your shoe game has really stepped up. Barb and
Yeah.
I started enjoying some beverages together.
Yeah,
Ooh,
very nice.
in public. That's a nice way of saying there. Yes, that's my view across every table that I
Oh,
ever had a drink with Barb.
You know, before you got crazy and became this person, your shoe game was also was the same shoe game as the Peanuts characters. And now you. And we stepped you up, and you stepped it up. It's good. So what are they saying about when you can open up?
okay, it's time for.
Club, not you.
The club.
Because we know a couple more drinks. Barb's
Okay,
ready to open.
It's time for Face Your Phases. And let's see how much knowledge we're doing married versus single. What do you say?
Okay.
All right, married versus single. All right. Josh, are you my fact checker?
I
All right, I got it. Yeah. So phase one was what businesses? Which businesses, whoever gets the most number of businesses in phase one gets a prize.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Laura, you got it. What businesses were in phase one for California? I'm going to trick you a little bit.
Open. Right to business. Okay.
First,
Yep. Phase one.
First in
Which-
phase one, let's see, we had grocery stores, hospitals,
Never closed, but
Bar-
yeah.
pharmacies,
Is phase one and
CVS.
never closing the same thing?
I would say yes. Why wouldn't it be phase one? Churches, gun stores, never closed, thankfully, because we need those. Phase one, let's see, fast food places, and
Geez, oh, just a couple. You got, how many? You named like 6 of them. I got to track
to
this.
win.
Okay.
I want to win, damn it. What's the prize? I need prizes.
I got guns, stores, yes. Okay, but
prize,
just
by the
name
way,
3,
is a
Josh.
signed. The prize, by the way, is a signed copy of the band that we were talking about, Aerosolized Feces.
Yes.
Yeah, the first album.
That was their best too. The live version.
The live version.
God, I've seen that version a lot of times. Okay, so just pick 3. Come on. Again, Titus and Ray. What are you, married versus single?
All right. So
Hair
phase
salon.
Krispy
In
Kreme
phase
donuts.
1.
For hair salons, Krispy Kreme donuts, and anal bleaching places.
No,
No, that's not. No. Am I wrong?
never closed.
Yeah, you said essential services.
Well, they drive-through anal bleaching.
That's a
Yeah.
new question. I
I
have a
do
new
have a
question.
pickup truck that works.
Oh my-
Drive-through anal bleaching with appointment only.
Right. Well, we can distance with one of those wands from the outdoor washing places, so you could actually anal bleach from the back of your pickup truck. Oh, you guys-
Um, All right, so I can tell you guys are in the front running for phase 1 so far.
Did you put nail salons, damn it? Nail and hair salons.
I'm not even showing you any of mine.
Is that
God.
is
Last little dog groomers opened last week, so but I can't play because
Oh, my
Josh.
dog were closed, but
Well, I
she's-
can't play either because I'm looking at you told me to be the fact checker.
Oh, okay. Josh is the fact checker. Oh, this is funner if Josh checks the fact.
Look, Barb.
Paul, what you got?
You can tell the dog groomer never closed.
Oh, how cute! Which one is that?
Chaplain Groucho's over here.
Oh, show him Groucho. Same dog.
Oh, it's not easy.
Teenier. Just a little. Hi, Groucho. Oh, I miss you.
Wow.
Oh, Groucho, do you want to play?
He said, bite me.
Okay.
Wow.
Paul,
It's
did
a
you,
little bit like an Ewok when you stick them right into the camera.
yeah. Paul, did you have 2 or 3 choices for phase 1?
Well, let's be honest. There were only 2 real businesses that stayed open. Anything that sold liquor. Okay, that was the first. The second thing, anything that was run by a 16-year-old kid. Okay, because the entire country decided that the only essential workers were the ones who made no money. Because if they died, who cared? They weren't paying a lot of taxes to begin with. So we kept the higher tax people alive. We killed the young people. They take it home to their grandparents. It's a brilliant plan. Now Social Security is cut in half. Okay?
Oh.
Let's understand exactly what happened here. I went to the Chipotle around the corner. It was a wonderful group of Latino 20-year-olds who all live with their 85-year-old grandparents. So we know what the plan here is. Let's not fool ourselves. One group of people went to work every day. It was not the wealthy white people. Let's make that very clear.
That's
Okay?
valid.
So that,
Well, this
Hey, don't give up the whole plan. What are you doing?
I just gave away my white card.
Hey, no, and I would be very careful driving home. Watch your back, my friend. Watch your back.
Trump's going to be like, let's get him. Let's get the black kid.
Hold on, he told everybody that it was young people and taking it to old people. Kill them now.
He used too many words.
So Laura, you have a visitor who keeps eavesdropping into your Zoom picture. So we have to say hello to who that is. Is that a comic? Are you violating social distancing?
No,
That's the person who wrote. They wanted
that your-
Laura.
this is my patient today.
I'm feeling very ill and Laura's helping me. I'm Jennifer. Hello.
Okay.
Hip problems.
I have hip problems. She's working on my hips.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know, this feels like the beginning of a porn I was just watching.
I'm a physical therapist, everybody. I'm a physical therapist.
It's true. Yeah.
No quotes for real.
All right.
No quotes. Licensed and bonded in the state of California.
Jennifer could actually play you in the Lifetime movie.
Of you.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like, it is. It's funny. Anyway, I keep seeing her ooze up into the ocean image you have there, so.
We're celebrating her birthday while treating her hip.
Oh,
With champagne.
God, so many birthdays in quarantine. My gosh, that's next week's game. We got to talk about birthdays. We got to phase 1. That's it. Who was the winner of phase 1? What do our Facebook fans say?
Thanks.
I vote Chris and Ray for sure. I think married wins over single. That's all we need to care about. Married or single? Ask the fans.
My George Carlin, Bill Hicks rant didn't win. How did that?
Pretty good. I will say it's pretty good.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Any votes?
Okay,
Yeah.
well, the audience is giving a lot of monosyllabic responses. Like,
Yeah, like
Friday second show. There you go.
yeah, pretty much.
Josh
So-
can't even keep up with him, I don't think. Right? Look, because we have to look at his lips while he's reading the screen.
Well, somebody just said that they were molested at 59 by a PSA.
What?
I don't know.
Why are you reading that? Just ask married versus single.
okay,
Vote.
on our page, people are saying Chris and Ray win. So
Oh.
I can agree, yep.
Okay. Oh, I see. Wow, multitasking, Ray. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, this is what I do. I have
Ah.
a uterus. I can find anything and I can multitask.
I think a lot of people do have concerns about the unbleached anuses.
And I can
COVID
take
is-
care of Barb in a bar after midnight.
Yes, I've seen.
No.
Yes.
Stop. This is not about secret revealing.
I
What
have-
is
There's no
happening?
secret.
I don't even know you two.
Rachel,
I don't know what you're talking
Gosh,
about.
let's go to the video.
I have pictures too, Rachel.
Okay, I have another quarantine game. Gosh, I didn't know this was Attack Barbara Day. Does anyone
No.
else on my Facebook page want to tell some stories about
It's
my
all about Barbara. It's all
Don't ever let Laura or me get pissed off.
Yeah.
That's all.
Barb, this is an intervention. I just want you to know we love you. We
Okay.
love you, and we just want to talk to you. So we called this Zoom meeting to actually get you some help.
perfect. Right?
Jennifer is actually a pastor. Laura, can we get Jennifer?
Peace be with you. Peace be-
We're gonna have a little prayer circle in a minute. Everybody hold hands virtually.
Gosh, are any of my friends actually watching this on Facebook?
Your friends are with you right now.
We are all.
Luckily,
All three of us are right here.
This is
luckily, I don't have any family to watch, so we're good.
I'm with you there, kid. I'm excited. Thanks for bringing us all down.
Woo! Way to go. Should we move on to phase two?
Sure.
phase 2.
All right. What phase? First of all, the question: what phase are we in right now?
2.
Hell.
LA.
Zero.
Face your phases, guys. Married versus single. All right, Ray and Chris. What phase are we in right now in LA?
We are in 0. We haven't entered a phase yet.
We're not in a phase yet, right?
All right, I'm in -3, I think.
Dante's Circles of Hell. We're
Yep.
in the 7th circle.
Seventh circle of hell. Yeah, that's right.
I'm in the still enjoying puzzles phase.
There you go.
God, that is such a weird pastor just popping in every now and then.
He's the Holy Spirit.
I'm in the, I'm
First
kind
Zoom bomb
of, I
ever.
kind of like this phase.
Oh. Paul?
Oh, we're definitely like logistically, we're in phase 2. The rest of the country's in phase 3. Arizona's having an orgy.
Let's go. I'm out.
Come back, Barbara.
I'm back. That was quick.
You'll kill yourself.
Bob, you need
Oh,
to-
you don't know what these hands are doing down here. You can't see me.
You can only imagine.
People love you.
Oh, God. Okay. Who won the face your fate? What phase are we really in, Josh?
We're in 1.
In LA County.
1
Well,
in LA County.
It's kind of a mix. It's kind of a mess. Technically, like hair salons is phase 3.
Oh, Ray. Phase 3. We don't.
But phase 3 also includes gyms, movie theaters, and those are closed. So I think that I don't even think our government knows what phase we're in.
Yeah. Okay. Why is Chris not laughing?
Trying to figure out what phase.
Our government is drunk.
Our
Like we
government,
are.
our government has no concept. I've never seen such a chaotic mess. Billy Gardell said something the other day.
Name drop.
He said name drop. He said we're actually
Hi, Billy. Hi, Billy. I hope you're watching.
He's not watching.
we're racing right now. It's the chaos versus the cure. That's what we're racing right now. And if you see me on fire, I just want to know. I hope you guys will have a bunker to go to with a lot of wine in it. She pounds another glass.
It's called Flappers. No, it's the same glass.
We will be.
The bunker is Flappers.
40-year lease, bitches.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Is anyone else worried about having an underground bunker in an area that's prone to earthquakes?
Hey, if we're bringing up memories, Ray and Chris, remember the time we did the escape room called the bunker?
Was that the first one?
Yes, and it was actually called the bunker. And guess what? We didn't get out.
No, we didn't.
Not only that, but I'm one of those. I'm like a bull in a china shop. I literally kind of ruined one of the things to get the keys, and it wasn't when the guy came in. It wasn't unlocked, and the guy goes, "How the hell did you get this?" I broke it. So I'm good to have in a real emergency, not in an escape room, but in a real situation where we're getting kidnapped or held hostage.
He's like Coco the gorilla.
I am,
Just
yeah.
bang, Coco, bang, bang.
Tell me you love me.
Bang.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job. Oh my God.
Can I just say to Titus and Rachel that it's, seeing you guys are weathering this well, and it seems like your relationship is stronger. We're all resentful of that.
That's the best porn I'm getting all day. Thank you.
Oh my God.
We've done it. We did it with no droplets.
No, we didn't.
No, we did not at all.
We were counting on hoping that when you zoomed in, the two of you were like inches away from being at your throats. That's what we were praying for, but no.
What's crazy is we thought that would happen as well, but we found out. We've been together. He stole my youth. He took the better part of my 20s.
She offered
He
her
was
youth
in his
up.
40s, creepy.
Ooh.
And, but we've been together 14 years, and we figured out in the last 3 months, we really like each other.
It's not creepy. I like every 40-year-old guy wants a young, beautiful girl. It's not creepy. A young, beautiful girl wants a 40-year-old guy. That's creepy.
Okay, let me clear this up. When I started kindergarten, he started comedy.
We
You
weren't dating.
decide.
We weren't dating then, though. He was in kindergarten. That would be weird.
Question for both of you. How, because you're both comedians, how, and I know you're doing the streaming stuff, but how psychologically are you handling not being able to do the live shows?
Oh, I am winning every day. Winning.
She actually approaches going on stage like going to like a chihuahua going to the vet. I approach going on stage like I need it to breathe. So I'm slowly losing my mind. Besides that, so yeah, we approach it differently.
But to be fair, I've been drunk the whole time.
That's true. Well, yeah.
Oh, great. Me too. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, we got to do the next one in your hot tub, Barb. You're on camera. You're shushing on camera. You can't.
Live from the holiday hot tub. All right, next time. That's phase 4.
Phase 4.
Face to face.
Another comment here. Titus has the brawn, Ray has the brains. They work well together.
That's true.
Oh, Mahogany is on too, Barb.
Hi, Mahogany. Uh-oh. Don't let her reveal any secrets. No. Don't read those comments, Josh.
Honestly, Barb, if a judge came in and we had to testify, you would time after this.
Hey,
look at the panic in your eyes. It's awesome.
No. What's funny about this, I am not kidding. Like 5 minutes before I came into the Flappcast, Josh saw this. I won't name what city. I don't want to reveal too much information, but a city in LA County emailed and said, we have no place to put all our jurors for a meeting. Do you have space available, or could you recommend a space to put our jurors in, as long as everybody could experience, or you could make sure that they're at proper social distance? We don't know if we can pay you or not.
Can we get a professional comedian MC to run the trial if they do it at the club?
Should I say yes?
Yeah. We'll do a play called 12 Hacky Men. It'll be awesome.
I've seen that play in the Yoo-Hoo room.
Yeah, I was part of that. I was a lead.
Excuse me, you mean the Yoo-Hoo gun shop?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I'm sorry, but the idea that like 12 jurors would go to a comedy club to do a trial sounds like the most like ridiculous David E. Kelly practice episode of all time, right?
Maybe we could do that.
Season 9. That's what this is.
Yeah, we could do the comedian thing where we just fly one juror in at a time. And
yeah, the zip line. We'll keep the zip line up. Of course, yeah.
Zip line jury. I love it. That's a whole new thing. It could work.
Well, if they're not going to pay you, Barb, they said they weren't going to pay you?
No, they said that there was what did it say? Not the judge, the court had not decided whether or not they would pay for the space or not. It hadn't been decided yet. So, am I allowed to even talk about this? Oh, I'm so
basically,
screwed. I'm
basically,
so screwed. But
hold
you know
on,
what?
wait. So basically, the court was treating you like you treat every other comic that walks into Flappers.
And Laura, look at Laura.
A starfish hat, rock on.
Oh God, you guys missed my Trump dream last week. You gotta
I
go
want
on.
you guys to know that you've inspired him. He was writing. I thought it was going to be a great joke. I just looked at it and he wrote COVID. That's all he wrote.
It's code. It's code.
Good job. Is that your movie title?
I was working on it. I was trying to figure out stuff that went with COVID. Sorry.
Okay. Wait, before we go, what if
I was just at the peak where I'm no longer happy. Okay, all right.
they're going into the bunker?
Hope you wash your hands.
Hey, can I come to your bunker?
Could be a new COVID porno.
Yeah,
Which one?
Going into the bunker.
it also means more than one thing.
Ooh.
That's why I said it.
Yeah, like 3 things.
Going down under.
The actual bunker, and then I'm not gonna
Explain. We're listening.
Oh, Barb's been alone for a while.
We're listening. Bunk my bunker? No. That's funny. What would the porns be named?
It'd be Stalk My Bunker, wouldn't it be?
Stalk my bunker. Laura, you must have one for this.
Fill my bunker.
I've got one porno name. Finding the Fauci.
Oh, gross.
That was my teenage years.
Hard swabs.
And it's Navy guys, so again, it means 2 things.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure the pastor is drunk.
N95 mask so you can be on my face.
Putting the body in antibody.
Swab the deck.
If you want to hear more, I'll be running the jury at Flappers Comedy Club and Restaurant.
Who books that?
7 into swabby.
What'd you say? Whoa, the pastor's appearing. Yes?
Yes, my child. 7 into swabby.
Is that
We
we?
have people saying hi. So hey, Jennifer.
Oh, please read.
Well, we have people pitching on porno movies about bunkers.
Read them.
Yeah, not going to do that. And because you assholes put this on my Facebook page where my grandma watches. So
no.
Sorry, Grandma. Okay, we got it. We're chill now. We're chill. I didn't even cuss.
I'm fine with it. Grandma, she needs to learn one of these days.
Hey, Grandma might have a suggestion. Can you ask her?
No, I can't. Shut up. She's 86.
All right, let's get cleaner. What about cereals? Like, cereal like Captain Crunch, Captain
COVID
Coronavirus, COVID Crunch.
COVID Crunch was good. With COVID berries.
Oh.
I have renamed my cereal Margarita because I'm in an honesty phase now. Why lie?
I like Basil Hayden's on my oatmeal.
Honey Nut, cheer me up.
Yeah.
Also, like her name.
Pops Minneapolis, special KKK.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to
Titus on that one.
Oh, Paul's got one.
combine the porn and the cereal with my honey nutted my Cheerio.
Grandma
I
is
didn't get to do
listening.
the porn thing, so I'm trying to utilize my purpose.
I did a kinky porn one for guys like Golden Showers. Pee on me and PPE.
Is that cereal?
No, I went back to the porn.
Oh,
thing.
okay,
He
yeah.
opened up the porn thing. I went back.
Paul didn't get the comment on the porn, and we know he's got some there.
And what's the PP? It's PPP, not PPE.
No, that's the loan.
That's
Oh, okay. You know where my head is.
all right. Trying to survive. I got it.
What's the PPE?
The personal protective equipment.
Oh, I see.
Barb did not pass that OSHA test.
No, but Barb just calls them condoms.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
used to call them rubbers because she's a
Got
from
any
the 20s.
PPE?
Laura, you got any rubbers? You got any? Yeah, God. Oh, Laura, thanks for that. Okay.
Wow.
Flappers is a
It's like sleeping with Roger Rabbit. What was what she just did?
I've lost control. What is happening?
Hey, Barb, we have someone that says hi from Maui. Sherry is in Maui.
Oh, hi, Sherry. I've been to Maui. I love it so much there.
We had our honeymoon in Kauai.
Yeah, Kauai was awesome.
Yep. That was it.
I cry alone in my apartment.
That's Kauai-ish. So we're connecting thin threads. It must be getting near the end of the podcast.
It is getting. Was that? Were you trying to say you want to stop?
No.
Barb,
What?
I think the single versus married just officially finally happened.
Yeah.
When Titus said they went to Hawaii and Josh said, I cry in my apartment. That's the real single versus married.
How do you rate that though? Who wins on that one? I guess we do.
Yeah,
Of course.
yes.
Don't you guys have
All
any?
attractive people going to Maui having sex.
Hey, Josh, can I just say that you need a background?
Oh, don't. You, Chris, really? Did you just do this? We're gonna go to the Starship Enterprise if that happens.
Awesome.
Hang on. It's too much.
My laptop doesn't have a good enough camera, so I can't put up the Flappers virtual backup. Due to my laptop, I can't play the A rooms.
You know, while some
Open mic laptop.
people have been telling Josh he should get a backdrop, we've had a couple guests say that he should get a front drop. So
No, I disagree with that.
Let's move to Josh now. You're off the hot seat.
I think it's a
Turn into a roast. This is like, it's like I didn't even know we were doing this, but I'm all right with where this is going.
That's fine. That's good. No, I want my backup to reflect my current emotional state. So that's
Blurry and gray.
correct. Yes. I'm working within my theme.
He's on brand.
I just wrote down working within my theme. That's really
Well,
good.
so are Barb and I. Broke. Ours is the same thing. Lockdown and broke.
Yeah. We'll all make it out of this. We'll all make it out of this one day. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, should we, what about the protesters? Josh was saying about the Congress.
Oh,
Tell
well,
them about
they were saying that if people want to protest in California, they can only protest at 25% capacity in whatever venue they're protesting in. And my question is, what if you want to protest the 25% capacity? Would you protest 50% capacity?
you can only protest capacity by mail in California.
And is this protest based on like the same size people? Like if it's a bunch of obese people, what happens then? Can you there's a lot of questions with this.
So we need to come up with a base one person weight.
Yeah.
So if you're 320, you'd be 2 people. Then we have to cut the capacity down. I get it. I'm with you. But then it involves math, so I'm out now at this point.
Actually, that does change the 6-foot distance between people as well.
Could you imagine you were told you're too fat to protest? And that's the only exercise these people get.
So Paul and I actually had a great idea for the comedy club because a lot of singles come in sometimes, right? Single people come in, and
Most
if we
of
have
the comics are single.
most of the comics are single, but actually comedy is a great entertainment situation for single people because you can just come and sit and watch. So Paul and I decided we're going to start a new dating service outside of Flappers, right? And we just line up all the men and all the women, and we hook them up outside, and then they get to come in as couples. How does that?
Or men and men, or women and women, or whatever
Oh,
gender.
whatever. That's correct. Oh, I'm not gender biased. Sorry.
So just to explain how this came up, there's neighboring counties have already opened up their restaurants, but the bar dwellers who are by themselves, they now have to sit by themselves instead of at the bar, like a group of 10, they have to sit at their own individual table. So all the pictures of the restaurant look like 8 men got stood up on a date. And so I told Barb, what we should do is all the single people that come, so this way we can maximize the space. Because if you have a party of 1, you got to put them 6 feet away from a party of 7. and the party of 7 has to be 6 feet away from the party of 2. So all we do is we just match all the single people, put them in the back row, so no one has to look at them, and then we can just move on from there. I think this is brilliant.
I think it's brilliant too, and you guys are not responsible for the increase in domestic violence after those people who don't like each other meet. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
We'll make sure they sign a waiver.
Yeah, no, they already added that to our insurance policy, as well as we have no protection from COVID. We're fucked. Thanks. Oh, sorry, Grandma. God, that was my first time.
It's over now.
You're done. You're off the list.
Can I just say, though, if this is the first time in 86 years she's heard the word fuck, that's impressive.
Very
Oh,
sheltered.
she created it. No.
He was there at the beginning.
All right, back to cereal. Anyone? What about life cereal?
I want to rename cereal dinner because that's when I wake up now.
Ah, that's funny. Life, we could call it death. Nice.
What's this? It's not special.
I think
Go ahead.
Corona Krispies.
Corona Krispies, like that.
Oh, Corona Krispies.
2 hard C's. You know that's funny.
You know, that's hilarious. I learned that from my comedy star.
Hey, I've got another interesting comment here.
Funny, but not funny.
In South Africa, churches are open, but only for 50 people. So we literally have bouncers at church doors.
There always should have been.
I just love the image of a bouncer and there's a guy waiting in line and these attractive women come in and he's like, yeah, you go ahead. No, you got to wait.
Right.
Also, a 2 cup of Christ minimum too.
Yeah. You have to slip something to the doorman to get in.
2 wafers and a wine minimum. Maybe you have to accept Christ as your Lord and Savior before you come in the door. That's the only thing we need to do to be a church. Then
No,
we
you
can
just have to be hot, Barb. Just have to be hot.
No,
Really? That's it?
that was my other idea, by the way, is that if we just created our own religion, we could open now as a church. And I think comedy, we should make comedy a religion and we should get a 501 or like a nonprofit thing that the religions get. And I was wondering,
Churches get.
you'd be our version of Jesus, the comedy version of Jesus.
And then I explained to Josh after this is how everyone in the 80s went to jail who ran a mega church.
Yeah. We could be the Last Presbyterians, though. We could actually come up with a name.
Ooh.
Last Presbyterians. You know?
Comedians for Christ.
And we don't charge tickets. It's a donation at the door. You pass a plate at the door, and there you go. Comics would make more money, honestly.
Amen to that.
Yeah, can I hear an amen? Hallelujah.
That is true. I performed at a church where I said I'll do an offering instead of payment, and it's amazing how many people just throw $20 bills in at the end of the comedy show. I made $700 that I didn't have to report because it was all done in the name of the Lord.
Very nice. And you did it by blaspheming, which is even better.
Oh, it's great.
You know what's really funny is before we opened Flappers here 10 years ago, we're in our 10th year, we actually looked at a church space to put the comedy club in because churches are a great entertainment venue. I mean, they have great sound systems, great microphones, big stages, plenty of seating.
Where was it church?
The one in Burbank where the Whole Foods is now, where they, Dimples and all of that, there was a church over there and they were selling it. And
We are actually right next door here at our studio to that Scientology compound, the brand new one.
oh.
Weirdly enough, at that Whole Foods that used to be at the church, I bought a thing of 5 pounds of salmon, and I've never run out. How weird is that?
People are calling you Saint Titus on Facebook.
Come see Saint Titus at Flappers. I will talk badly about my family and teach you lessons, please.
So you guys, we're actually running out of time. I can't believe it. I'm so sad. I want to be lambasted some more. I'm really disappointed.
We only mock those we love in comedy.
I see.
Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Be fearful if we're too nice to you. No, Barb.
Barbara the Baptist.
Fine. Yeah, then be afraid.
All right. Well, we may be opening sooner than later because I'm getting pretty darn antsy and I want to get arrested. So I'm just saying.
I'm in. I'll be there.
For
All right. We'll see what happens. I want out of this.
What's the bail money?
I want out of this Zoom room.
Wow, you are the best mime I've ever seen.
So before we wrap up, I want everyone to just talk a little bit about what they've got coming up. So Paul, what great classes do we have coming up at Flappers?
We got 3 great writing classes by 3 people. 2 of them have been nominated for Emmys. We're very excited right now. We got a sketch comedy class starting in June 11th with Hugh Fink. He wrote for SNL. We got Gabe Abelson's late night writing class. He wrote for the head writer for Letterman. And we have Steve Troutman's sitcom class. He was the WGA educational committee member. So if people are looking for something to do, I highly suggest the writing classes. It's a lot of fun. When you're done, you're going to have a writing sample that eventually you'll be able to send out into the world. So go to flappersuniversity.com to get more information on that.
Perfect. And Laura, do you have a PT tip for us?
Yeah, wash your hands.
God sakes.
A lot. And listen to my podcast, So This Happened, because I have to promote that or something. Or buy my book. You do that too.
And tell them
Boy, the verb with which you promote yourself is phenomenal. Buy the book. Oh, God. I gotta go. I don't know.
Tell them about the new podcast you're working on. That's actually
I actually am going to have Rachel and both of you as guests. I'm starting a new podcast. I was hired to host a podcast with from some comedy bookers in Boston. It has to do with women and whiskey. So.
Tell me more.
You have run into the right woman.
She knows. We've been out together too.
Well, I watched her and Barb. I have the video.
I had Barb's feet when I had Barb under her arms when we were
Carrying her?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Barb, it's easy. Barb's tiny. She's easy. You can firemen carry her. She's easy.
Yes, she can.
When did that happen?
Does the pastor have any final words?
Yeah, Pastor, what advice?
Go in peace, my friend. Pray for me while I have my total hip replacement next week.
Oh.
Is that for real?
Yeah, I wasn't making this up. I'm a physical therapist.
No, but I know you get a hip replacement. That's fun. They could take a song.
Laura brought her scalpel, and we will be performing the hip replacement immediately after the show. Pray for me.
Wow. A friend of mine had 2 of them done. He actually took up tap dancing. So get a cane and start tap dancing after it to heal yourself. Heal yourself.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Does HIPAA cover that?
Boom.
That's okay. Josh, what great shows can people watch online from their living room?
We've got some awesome virtual shows coming up 7 nights a week. Tomorrow night, we've got Isabel Hagen at 5, Jose Barrientos headlining at 7. Next week, another Playing Games with Jimmy Pardo will be coming up at 7 p.m. Also, Ryan Kelly headlining next week as well. Visit flapperscomedy.com and check out the calendar, shows and open mics 7 nights a week.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize it's just like always. We basically kept our website the same. When you buy the ticket, you purchase your ticket, and then you'll get an email with a link to the show. And it's really easy to do. And the comics are making money still. We're doing our best to pay everybody who's trying to work. And so please support as best you can. And then the lovely Rachel just had a special come out. So can people?
And it's awesome.
We just finished. We just finished the edit on Rachel's special. It should be out in a couple months. Look for that. We've also, we have Combustion Comedy. So we have a studio. We do shows here. We've done Josh Wolf and myself so far. So if you're not going to Flappers and getting the tickets, go to
Christopher Titus TV on YouTube. We're putting out new stuff all the time. And we're about to release a new project that we just
a new doc project we did called The First Time. And that's kind of about.
Shout out to Mahogany.
Yeah, shout out to Mahogany and our friends. But go to Christopher Titus TV. There's 4 fresh comedy specials always there. There's 54 episodes of The Titus Show for free. And they're all going to stay up till we're out of this. So there's Funny available. Go get it, people. And go to Flappers and get your tickets to watch the shows, for God's sakes. Support live comedy.
Thank you guys so much. I cannot wait to get your butts back in this room right here.
Yeah.
And for everybody, we are trying our best to come back. Any little things, any nice things you can do for the community at all, like buy takeout from a local restaurant. Really, it's every little bit helps. I mean, if you can donate to, we started a GoFundMe campaign as well for small business relief. $5, whatever you can do, it's there. And just watch our shows and enjoy. We're here every Thursday at 5.
Can people still go and buy gift certificates from you guys for local comedians?
Absolutely. In fact, our gift a meal program has been very successful. We've done many thousands of dollars. And what we're doing is, if you purchase a gift card, we will actually give it to a comedian in need. So we've reached out to comedians and some community members. Pretty much, you can go on our website and look at the Gift a Meal program, and you can either sign up if you need a gift card, or if you have the funds and can buy a gift card, and we hook it up. And we've gotten some great feedback on that. The comedians really appreciate it. I mean,
Hey, Barb,
yeah.
before we go, I want to say, I know this is a tough time for everybody. Thanks for busting your ass. You keep trying. You keep throwing stuff at the wall, and we got your back. We got your back, kid. And thank you for helping the comics. You know, I've been lucky enough to do okay, and we'll maybe survive this. But there's some guys out there that are really working hard just to make it. So,
And women.
And women. Comics.
Women first.
I make a,
then guys. There we go.
Okay, there's a lot of women.
Try again.
There's a lot of women and male comedians out there that are working. How about I just say comedians?
Okay, could have done that.
I tried, but then
Okay,
you
go
interrupted
ahead.
me when I was talking. Thank you, Barb.
Barbara is the bomb.
Oh God, let's keep this comedy community going. And thank you everyone for watching. My friends in Spain, Denver, LA, North Hollywood, everywhere.
Maui.
Maui, keep laughing.
South Africa. South Africa.
South Africa. Just please keep laughing. Don't let them stifle our laughter. You can still laugh underneath the mask. Thanks so much for joining us on another exciting episode of the Flappcast. Bye.